Hi everyone, I'm Sharon.Lombardi and I just wanted to do a quick video on how to help find your happiness. I think all of us in life, we're on the pursuit of happiness, and there's nothing wrong with that because it's always good to be happy, right? But most of us go about it the wrong ways, and one of my biggest passions in life is to help people be happy. And this all started for me because I'm a personal trainer, and I found that a lot of people that came to me, especially a lot of people that were carrying a little bit of extra weight, really believe that if they drop that extra weight, all that weight that they're carrying around, that they are going to be happy. And it's true that once you start feeling better about your body, it does help you have this little bit of joy in you because you're confident in yourself and all that kind of stuff. But it's not the end all be all, and it's not the answer to all your problems. The problem is that besides extra physical weight we're carrying, a lot of us carry a lot of other weight around, and that really brings down our happiness, right? So I'm all for feeling good about yourself and making your body feel good and all of that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And I found that one of the biggest things about people is that we're always comparing ourselves to others, and comparison is the thief of joy. And with our bodies, we compare ourselves to these images of people, and they might really have nice bodies. They might not be using any filters, or we're comparing ourselves to filtered bodies and everything like that. And that's the thief of joy. A lot of times, if we never compared ourselves to another body, we would be perfectly fine with our body. Oh, you love your body until you step on the scale, or until you start looking at pictures of other people. And comparison is the thief of joy. And a lot of times, along with comparison comes envy. And envy is the most common human emotion that exists. And it's one of the most toxic things we can have. The problem is that we envy others for what they have or things that they're doing. Like, I just recently got back from vacation, and I don't really like posting stuff about me going on vacation, but I also, one of my things is for my business is I have to have an Instagram, so there's nothing I can really do about it. So people are envious of other people's vacations, other people's, dogs, other people's houses, all this kind of stuff, but you're only looking at so much of the picture, and you're not like, you can always be envious of others. There's always going to be somebody with something more than you, but just be happy for them or just ignore it. There's a lot of things that you have that you can be grateful for. So to combat envy, you have to have gratitude in your life. And you're going to find that gratitude is going to help bring a lot more joy to your life. So that's really one thing that you can do. Like, kind of along with that, a lot of people think money is the answer to their problems. And if you're super poor and you can't afford a roof over your head or food in your belly, then yes, it's going to help bring more joy because you need money to have the basic needs in your life met. But if the basic needs in your life are already met, money is not going to do any more for you. Middle class and high income people are no more happy than each other because they start being envious of what they can have and all of that stuff. Actually, people who have gratitude and just have all these basic needs met can find the same happiness that everybody else has, or even more happiness, right? So envy is one of the biggest problems we have. And one of the things we can do about it to help ourselves stop being envious is stop doing things for you. A lot of people think like, I need to treat myself to a massage, this nice dinner, I need to treat myself. Everything is about you all the time. You are a never-ending pit that can never be fulfilled. So stop trying to fill this hole in your soul that you think doing this and that is going to make you happy. Traveling around the globe, doing all this stuff, being like a crazy psycho. No, that's not going to make you happy. when you start thinking about other people, giving to other people, and doing all this kind of stuff, that's going to bring more joy to you, because if you do it without like expecting praise and all this stuff, because you're going to feel that you're helping someone and making their life a little bit better. And the best example that I can give has to do with, a lot of people have kids, and their kids don't, your kids bring a lot of joy to you, but your kids aren't doing necessarily anything in your mind, like in most people's minds, to deserve anything, right? But when you see their smile and you know that you help them, you start feeling joy just because you help somebody else. And if you don't have a kid, like a stranger, help somebody, don't tell them. If you just know that you bring joy to their life, you're gonna start feeling better, okay? So that's one of the things you can do to combat unhappiness and all of that. So I'm a pretty happy person, and that's why I like helping people to find happiness, because I feel like I have a lot of it down. I don't have everything in the world. I don't always feel that way, but one of the problems is people think you have to be happy 24/7, and that is an impossible expectation. And if you think you have to be happy all the time, every second of the day, that you can't feel sadness, you are going to destroy your happiness even more, because you're going to feel like, why am I not happy? Why am I not happy? That is an impossible task to do. You cannot be happy all the time, every second of the day. So when you start putting reality in your mind, like people think the most happiest people are the most optimistic, which isn't true. The most happiest people aren't the most pessimistic. The most happy people are people who are realistic people, right? It's actually scientific. I do a lot of research on this stuff. The happiest people are actually realistic people, but they also have hope in their heart. They have hope for a better life. So a lot of people, hope comes from religion, and they find that people with any sort of religion, you could be Muslim, Christian, Jewish, any of this, but that takes a lot of pressure away from yourself, and a lot of obviously we have our own responsibility in life to do things, but there is this pressure that's taken away and this hope that's given to you, that there's always hope of a better life. Once you lose hope, whether you're religious or not, and you don't think things could ever get any better, that's when sadness comes into your life, and that you start really doing damaging things to yourself. So hope is one of the biggest factors in finding happiness. We always have to have hope, and we always have to believe in ourselves, but at the same time we can't put all pressure on ourselves, because sometimes things in life just happen no matter how hard we try to make it one way or the other. Okay, so I want to make this video under 10 minutes, so I'm gonna kind of stop here, but I will be talking more about this. And thank you so much for watching. I hope that you can find your happiness. So remember, gratitude, lack of envy, having hope, these are all things you can do to help you be happy. And one last thing, one of the things I do before I go to bed is, sometimes your mind is swirling with thoughts. I write that all down on the notes in my phone or a little book, and take those anxiety out of my mind. I'll come back to it in the morning, right? Because you don't need to worry about it all night. And I take a little bit of time when I'm laying in bed to find a couple things, no matter how big or small, that I'm grateful for. And that really helps me to find joy in every day, like at night. But maybe I should start doing it in the morning, because that would be good too. So thank you for watching. I hope this helps you find some more joy. And I'm going to be making more videos on this, because it's my greatest joy to help other people find joy. Thanks for watching. Bye.